What's up, you guys? Welcome to my channel. Today we got this Honda Civic up in the lift. We're gonna do an oil change that I am already doing, but that's not the video is about. But we're gonna do a 21-point inspection. So when you go to a mechanic, he checks a lot of things on your car. Even though if you haven't mentioned it, he checks it. Mechanic is only gonna make money if he checks things in your car and recommend you a few things. But my customers, they're up to date. They stay up to date. They come to me. They tell me what they need, what they want, then I recommend them. But I am going to be doing a lot of work on this vehicle down the road, like valve cover gaskets, spark plugs, fluid flushes, and everything. Customer has it planned. They're about to hit about 60,000 miles. But while the car is up on the lift, we're going to do a 21-point inspection today. So 21-point inspection starts from the front end. So when you have your car up in the air, what you want to do is you want to grab the tire here and here. I hardly have one hand, so you would grab it from here and here, from pretty much 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock, and you wiggle. If there's any play, you will identify that you have bad tie rods. Outer tie rod, inner tie rod. Then you would take your hand right here and right here, 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock, and you will wiggle it back and forth. If you see any play, that's pretty much your bearing. It could be ball joints. You're gonna lift it up and down to see if there's any play in the bearing or the ball joints, which is down here. Bearing is inside. And also, while you're down here, you could check the brakes. See how mechanic can easily tell how down far are the brakes. And also, you got the suspension over here, and you can take a look to see if there's any leaks. No leaks. Very good. In the back, it's a little bit different. You can usually I hit it in just that manner. Feel the bearing, no place. Look into the brakes. Go underneath. Check for leaks on the shocks. Look for brakes. See how low the brakes are. So I'm gonna recommend this customer brakes in about 10,000 miles. So with the next 5,000 miles, the next oil change is due, and I'll keep an eye by then. But other than that, you can check your muffler, the shields. Just hit them softly, tap them. Usually these screws, this shield itself will get corroded. All right, you do the same thing on the opposite sides and check for bushings. Any play, you can take a pry bar. Also, look into in the front for leaks underneath the vehicle. This car is in pretty good shape. It's one of the newer model Civics, so not much can go wrong with these. But down here we're doing oil change and we still gotta take out the filter. But I will inspect for leaks. Whoa, look at this. Okay, that's just, it's raining today. So we do have a little bit of coolant coming on over here. And it's coming from, I think they spilled it. Yep, it looked like a spill. But I see something over here, but not a big deal. And so this is what you're gonna check for clamps. Any clamps, there's a leak, anything, but this is rain. It's raining today, so it might be just a rainwater. And see a little bit of buildup. This is not a big deal. If you see any leaks in this area, you could take a look at that. Check the axle, CV axles, both sides. There's an internal boot right over there, over here. So no leaks, no visual leaks, no nothing like that. So what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna finish out the oil change and then we're gonna go back up. So now we're under the hood. I do want to go back a little bit. You also want to check the tires. I ignored it because this customer of mine, she got brand new tires, all 4. So you want to check the threading on the tire, not just here. You want to go all the way inside. Let me go on the bottom. You want to check the threading on this tire all the way to the edge, okay? All the way across. So if you see anything, your tire could be good from outside, but the inner thread can be worn out due to a bad alignment, okay? That's a sign. So she has new tires, she's all set. So we're under here. Okay, right now the car is under pressure, so we're not gonna open this cap up. So usually what I would do is I would take a light, but this one is, you cannot see through. So you do wanna check your antifreeze. You do wanna check all the antifreeze pipes. So this one's a little bit out of the way. And check for all the clamps. Look all around. Usually these plastic pieces, they break over time. So you wanna check for those especially. So check everywhere. Somebody put a clamp for her over here. But as you can see, we see a little bit of oil leak. Valve cover gasket, I'm gonna recommend that. She already knows about that. Other than that, We don't see any leaks on the radiator side, and I think we could just leave it there. You do want to check the filters. Gonna see condition. Ooh, not looking good. Not looking good. Catalina, not looking good. So we're gonna be recommending her that. You want to check the fluid on the brake fluid. A lot of times I do not add brake fluid, because it does have a sensor right here, level sensor. So as the brakes go down, your level sensor will indicate to you that fluid is low. A lot of shops, they top over your fluid. That's not a good thing to do. You don't need to do that. Other than that, she's all good. And check for AC cap. Look for the belt. No cracks in the belt. And looks good. It's not hard to check these things. It takes you only 10 minutes. And then after that, you check your brake lights and everything, and you're all set and good to go. Thank you for watching, guys. Hopefully I give you a little bit of knowledge on doing a 21-point inspection, but your mechanic will do it every time. Okay, before we head out, you do want to check your brake light. So we got a working brake light, we got a working brake light, and we got a working brake light. And guess what? Nobody's pressing my brake, but I do have my handy dandy little stick. So once I take this off, all I did was push it there and stick it against the seat, and that's how I do that. And once I take this off, we have non-working lights. So that means all three brake lights are good. You also want to put on the regular lights, and you want to go back, and you do want to check the little side marker light right there. You do want to check your regular light turning on. You do want to check this little light, and you do want to check this little light. And you got the working lights, and you got the working lights, and you got a working light here under the plate. You do want to go in the front. We got a working side marker. We got the little LED working there. We got all the lights are working over here. Pretty much everything is working. Side marker is working. Pretty good. Pretty good. Only takes a few seconds and to do that. And that's how simple it is to check little things on your vehicle. Thank you for watching, guys, and hopefully you should be able to keep your car tic-tac shape.